For part A, we're comparing an improper fraction to a decimal. And decimals are always the easiest to use when we're comparing. So let's go ahead and change 5/3 into a decimal. So we think about a division house. The first number makes it inside the house. The last number gets stuck outside. Okay, so 3 goes into 5 once, and we'll have a remainder of 2. And since we want a decimal, we're going to add up a decimal to 0 and bring it on down. 3 goes into 20 6 times. 6 times 3 is 18. And at this point, when you subtract, you should start to notice a pattern. From here on out, every single time, we're going to have a 6 on the top and we'll get a remainder of 2. So this is the same thing as 1.66666 or 1.6 repeating. I'm going to leave it like this because it makes it easier to compare. If I put a 0 at the end of this one, what is bigger? 1 and 66 hundredths or 1 and 60 hundredths? Obviously the 66 hundredths is going to be larger. Which brings us to B. Again, we probably are going to want a 0 here at the end. And let's compare. Now this is 70 thousandths compared to 75 thousandths. Normally, if they were both positive, 70 would be smaller than 75. But because they're both negative, it's exactly the opposite. And so it's going to look like this. And finally, for the last one, we've got two fractions here. It's probably best to compare two fractions with common denominators. So the least common denominator for 7 and 4 would be 28. So if we convert both of these so that they have a denominator of 28, I'm obviously multiplying by 4 in this case. So if I do that on the top, 2 times 4 is 8, and it's negative. And for this one, I'm multiplying by 7, and so this time the numerator would be negative 7. So normally, if they were both positive, 8 is larger than 7, but because it's negative, 8 is smaller than 7. So negative 8/28 is less than negative 7/28.